Now let's do a gear change and talk about fish, okay? Because this is an interesting company. It's by far the leader in the South African fish industry. It's incorporated in 1918. This is Oceana, right? So it's headquartered, I think, down in the Cape somewhere, and their major fishing operations is really twofold. Onshore pelagic fish, that's things like horse mackerel and pilchards and so on, and then also the deep sea hake fishing. Now all of this stuff, of course, is governed by quotas that are issued by the government, Department of National Sea Fisheries or something, I think it's what it's called. Also a player in Namibia, and interestingly, it's just acquired a business in the United States of America. So that's interesting, an operation headquartered somewhere in New Orleans or something. Market capitalization substantial, 13 billion rand, price to earnings ratio 20.3, dividend yield of 3.46. But Francois Kittel seemed to have done a good job here. I mean, this company really has done well. It's also done the branded stuff well with its branded cans of pilchards and so on, doing well. What is that thing called? Lucky Star?
Lucky Star.
Yeah.
That's on the pilchards game.
Yeah.
So this thing is broken up. I think most of the revenue and profit comes from the pilchards operation,
Yeah.
the canned fish, etc. Lucky Star. Then you got the mackerel and hake business, which is I think about 20% of business.
Tricky business, that.
Yeah, and it's about 10% of profits or something, and then 10% is lobster, squid, and
so again,
fries
those are
or
like
something.
specific quotas that get
Yeah.
allocated, and you see those guys
And
offshore the Cape Coast.
Yeah, I think the concern, is that from 2014 to 2015, on all these various segments that they do fish, as the quota has been lowered. So
why is that? Is that
I
just
think
because the National Department is concerned about the sustainability of the resource?
Yeah, I think so. And I think they do monitor that closely, and it's sad for a business like this. And that's why I think they're expanding in the US.
Yeah.
I think they're doing the right thing, and historically they've done the right thing normally, and it's been one of the better food producers on the local front.
Because that deal to buy that offshore company, I've forgotten what its name is.
Daybrook.
I was going to say Daybreak, but I wasn't getting a good feeling about that. Daybrook. They fish some kind of specific oily fish that is in the Gulf of Mexico, which is a fantastic resource not only for fish meal and fish product, but also for these omega-3 fishy oils that they sell people who take this stuff.
Yes. No, I think it's on the vitamins more side and so forth, and it's very expensive, and I think that's why they fish those.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it's called, but it's
got
something with the H or something. But
specific species name.
I've actually read it half an hour back to try to remember the name, but they do fish.
So the deal appears
it's a
to be
big
a
deal.
good one.
I think it's a 2.5 billion deal for them, so it's not small. Those guys are having a decent operation. And as I can see in what we had information on Daybrook, the allocation is actually open for them still, because it's not a factor like it is in South Africa.
So it's not a specifically threatened species in that area, so they can fish to their heart's desire, and then they can manufacture, beneficiate and so on. It gives them a great new growth trajectory if they can get that. So when will we see the finalization of that transaction? Has it finalized already? Are they doing a rights issue in order to fund it?
I think it's been finalizing now at the moment. The rights issue has been fully subscribed, and I think Brimstone, which is one of the big shareholders, have fully subscribed and underwritten it from their point as well. So
Brimstone is in there, but doesn't Tiger also have a big chunky stake here?
Yes, they do. They've underwritten it as well, and this used to be in Tiger Brands as well.
Aha, exactly. So there you go. Hot or not on Oceana? I mean, the share chart we looked at while we were chatting there, that looks very good.
Long-term wise, I think this is a brilliant buy. I think it looks a bit expensive, but we'll have to see what Daybrook does to the numbers going forward. Can I go mild? But
yeah, you can go mild. Whatever, I don't mind. I'm going to go with hot on that one. I like that, and I like Francois Kittel and his team. They've done a good job. Interesting move to go offshore like that. It's going to be quite a stretch for them, but why not? We'll back our South African managers. Great.